Hi Virgo, happy birthday as we're wrapping up your season, and welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-September 2022 love reading. Thank you to those of you who've liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. And for those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridging the gap spread. And the way it works is I'll look at the past energies, present energies, and future energies between you and your main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll actually pull some oracle cards as well for some additional insight. That's where the bridging the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Cosmic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so could be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's the other way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the King of Cups. So this is actually a Scorpio energy here, which for you guys is the third house communication. And if we look at the body language there, we do see his back is turned to the cards on this side. So I feel like this is saying that for a lot of you in the past, you might have actually had some deep feelings for this person, but you may have been reluctant to express them for whatever reason. All right. Past energy on their side, we have the Four of Pentacles. So as far as holding back goes, it looks like they might have been on a similar page to you, because the Four of Pentacles energy can often be an energy of holding back, withholding from time to time. So yeah, it looks like the two of you might have been a bit blocked off in the past for whatever reason. All right. In the present position on your side, we have balance. And this is actually the equivalent of the Temperance card, which is Sagittarius energy in traditional tarot. So yeah, could just be saying that now you're feeling a lot more light and playful toward the connection, maybe a lot more optimistic. Could just be that things might be going well for you in general, right? And you could just feel that energy going through your life in general. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing there. It looks like you guys are definitely more open and expressive now than you were in the past. Present energy on their side, we have the Six of Wands. So this is Leo energy here, and often represents an energy of victory and recognition as well. So it could just be one of those things where maybe both of you are independently both experiencing some more successes in your lives, and that might have you approaching the connection with more confidence as well. All right, future energy on your side, we have Grace. So this is actually the equivalent of the Star card in traditional tarot, which is glorious energy. So yeah, could just be saying that now you feel like you're more hopeful and optimistic as far as how the connection could actually go between the two of you. You might have even just been feeling guided around this connection in some way, because we do see what looks like an angel figure in the background, right, holding a heart there. So yeah, you could just feel like maybe for whatever reason. So, for example, a super generic example, if you guys are reconnecting during retrograde, right, you might have just been getting signs and synchronicities that this was the right time to reconnect with this person, and then you're finding that the connection's going well. All right, and future energy on their side, we have the Ten of Pentacles, Virgo energy, and the Eight of Cups, Pisces energy. So it's interesting, really. Obviously, in the past, we were talking about it looks like there was a bit of a blockage. Present, the energy looks pretty solid between the two of you. The Star card and the Ten of Pentacles looks pretty good as well. But this Eight of Cups energy seems to be interesting, because the Eight of Cups energy often represents walking away from something, seeking something more fulfilling. I'm not necessarily getting that energy here, especially not with the Ten of Pentacles, but it does seem like there's some level of disappointment there, right? If you look at his facial expression, he definitely doesn't look all that happy. We see some of the cups knocked over and spilled, so could just be reflecting back possibly on some disappointment. Really, I mean, it could be as simple as maybe looking back on lost time within this connection, right? If you guys did spend some time apart, not expressing how you're feeling with each other. But yeah, I will say this does seem a little bit out of place compared to the rest of the spread. So I will see if the oracle cards maybe add some more insight on what that could be about. But yeah, like I said, it seems like there's just some level of disappointment being processed, possibly even behind the scenes too. Like they might not outwardly express that they're going through a bit of a disappointment there, but that's what I see. All right. Bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Six of Coins. So This is usually represents the energy of balance being restored, but what always sticks out to me with the artwork in this deck is we see the 3 coins already on this side, and there's 2, and then this would be the 3rd one from that side, right? But he's extending that coin over there, so it's almost like restoring balance, but bringing things back out of balance to do so, right? And if we look at her facial expression as well, if it'll focus, there we go. She doesn't look all that impressed, right? And we see the snow in the background, which calls back memories to the 5 of Pentacles, which would come before this card. So looks like there definitely could have been some type of disappointment and split between the two of you in the past, and now there could be an attempt to restore balance around that, but obviously it might not go too smoothly in the beginning. Whether it's you extending it to them or vice versa. And interestingly enough, they also have a 6 on the bottom of the deck on their side, and they have the 6 of Cups. And the 6 of Cups is often bright, vibrant energy too, where it appears like there's 2 kids reconnecting, right? And here we see the artwork's quite different. If we look at the feminine facial expression there at the very least too, right? She doesn't look all that impressed. So looks like there's definitely this reconnection energy between the two of you restoring balance as well, but it looks like it might not be super smooth in the beginning. So I don't know exactly what was going on between the two of you. Looks like almost like a Cold War energy in the past or something. Now I'm looking at the spread as in its totality. But yeah, that looks like there will be reconnection and definitely some potential for success there too, but it might start out a bit rocky for whatever reason. But we'll see what the Oracle cards add to the mix. First, we'll see what we get from the Hunk of Moonlight deck. And I did pre-shuffle this deck before we started recording. So what I'm looking for here is unspoken messages from me to them and from them to you. And initially I'll be looking for jumpers, and if I shuffle for a while without anything coming up, I'll just put the deck down and we'll pull cards that way. So let's see, we get almost that one there. Ooh, almost that one there. And there we go. This one doesn't want to go back in the deck. And now let's see what we get from them to you. Alright, and that doesn't want to go back in the deck. So on your side, we have yes. This card is very useful. But yeah, if you had a yes or no question in mind, there you go, apparently. But let's see what we got on their side. Hopefully something more insightful. Alright, we have ring. It says, I promise you. So yeah, I mean, like I said, it definitely looks like there's potential for this connection to get back on track. I don't see like a huge commitment vibe energy coming through as far as like a ring level of commitment, but yeah, it does look like there's definitely some potential there. Like I said, this 8 of Cups still seems a bit weird to me, but like I said, it could just be that they're processing some level of disappointment. It might even be unrelated and not necessarily expressing that that's what they're going through either. But we'll see what the Wisdom of the Oracle has to add to the mix. So same situation as far as I pre-shuffled this deck as well, but here we're just looking for one card with general advice to wrap up with. Alright, and that doesn't want to go back in the deck, so let's see what you got. Okay, we have Between Worlds. Here we go, and there's the artwork, and the number is 3. Alright, let's see what it has to say. Okay, the relationship message says this is a time to explore the new energy between you and another. It is not it is not a moment for certainty, but rather for discovery and curiosity. You don't yet know if this will last forever, so allow yourself to explore who you are and what is reflected back to you. This relationship is meant to educate you about yourself. What do you need? What do you like or dislike? What values are important to you? You are in a critical phase of your relationship that is not to be dismissed or hurried. So yeah, definitely a pretty interesting message there. Like I said, it looks like for whatever reason in the past, the two of you weren't really openly expressing yourselves to each other. Like I said, maybe there could have been some conflict that led to that energy that we see in the past, given the 2 cards we see at the bottom of the deck. But definitely looks like there's some promise and potential to get things back on track if that's what you guys are looking for. So, whatever is any of you guys, we'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.